Steve Cassens is with us, the Cherry Capital Airport Director in Traverse City. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Michael.
We're going to be coming your way tomorrow from the Lansing area, broadcasting from WJNL, our affiliate there in downtown Traverse City. And the times that I've been to the airport, it's a perfectly suitable airport for Traverse City in that it's very aesthetically pleasing. Even when you drive up, it's easy in, easy out. But it looks to me like you've made great pains to present Traverse City in a very the word tasteful fashion for people who are taking Michigan up on this Pure Michigan campaign. When they land in Traverse City, their expectations are met. I'd say, wouldn't you?
Well, I would hope so. We built a new terminal facility, a new campus, really, on the south side of the airport, where people can come there and get air carrier services. So we think it's really very nice for the passenger, and especially with the air service that we have there. We have approximately 60 air carrier flights coming in and out of Cherry Capital Airport every single day. So they're having the opportunity to access good air service into the national air transportation system, which is really good for a community like Traverse City that sits out on the outskirts of the east-west connections that go across the country.
Mm-hmm. So is business up, down? Is that good traffic for the airport?
Well, one of the things that we're experiencing is the flights are full going in and out of Traverse City right now. And of course, we're in the summer months, which is our peak season. But also, the number of seats in the community have been reduced as they have been across the country. One of the things that we've seen is that the airlines are reducing capacity, that would be number of seats, to help their bottom line. If they reduce capacity, then they can increase airfares. And since 9/11, they really haven't seen the numbers that they'd like to see on their bottom line. And as you know, we had a number of bankruptcies about 5 years ago, where a lot of the legacy carriers went into bankruptcy. And to come out of that, they really needed to reduce capacity. There was too many seats available throughout the country. So one of the things you're seeing is that the airlines have taken out about 20% of the seats, and that affects us. So we're filling all our flights, but we could surely use a lot more seats in our market.
Is there any reason to think that you'll get some?
We're working on that, and we're trying to find some creative ways of doing that. I think you'll see that across the country as far as airports are really aggressive trying to find some additional seats and what they can do to entice carriers to provide that service. Here in Traverse City, we've been working on that. We're working on a small cities grant right now to develop year-round service with United between Traverse City and Denver. Right now we have that as summer service, and we wanted to create that into service that would be year-round, and that would give us a direct connection between Denver and then the West Coast.
Well, that would be pretty good for your ski crowd, right?
Well, it's good for ski people who are going to Denver, and we have a lot of people in Traverse City who like to ski the West, but we also would have much better connections to the West Coast when you look at San Diego and L.A. and San Francisco.
Las Vegas.
That would give you great ones. Vegas would be another one.
Yeah.
So that's what we're really looking at is how can you get more seats? How can you get better connections? We have great connections through Detroit, Chicago. We have 2 airlines to go through Chicago and Minneapolis as hubs. And then that gives you, such as through Detroit, one-stop service to Beijing, China. So that's, really a plus when you look at how air service is utilized. But we need more seats in the market, and if we can entice some carriers to add those seats, we could then grow the market, because Traverse City is a bright spot in the state of Michigan, and I think we could see some real growth.
What'd you think of that flight attendant in New York that pulled the lever and jumped out down the slide and ran away? That was a heck of a story, huh?
Well, I think we've all been on aircraft where people bring bags that are oversized, and then they tried to fit them into a compartment that's just not going to work, and you've seen them bang on it and push on it, and do all those kinds of things. I think in this particular case, the flight attendant was probably correct in making sure that the person remained seated before the aircraft got to the gate. I think the flight attendant became frustrated with the situation, but I do think that he crossed the line at that point when
sure sounds like it.
On the PA system, and then of course pulled the chute.
Wild scene indeed. Steve Cassens, Cherry Capital Airport in Traverse City. We'll see you there tomorrow. Travel safely in the meantime. It's Cherry Capital Airport.